Sponsored by Subaru. Don't miss the power of Hurricane Week. All this week at 8 Eastern, only on the Weather Channel. And now your local on the 8s.
Currently in our area, 72 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Our local Doppler radar.
Walking around the room, singing stormy weather at 57 Mount Pleasant Street. Well, it's the same room, but everything's different. You can fight the sleep, but not the dream. Things ain't cooking, just like the
Today, scattered thunderstorms, high 80, winds southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour, chance of rain 30%. For tonight, isolated thunderstorms during the evening, mainly clear skies after midnight, low 65, winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour, chance of rain 30%. On Thursday, sunshine, high 83, winds north-northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And Thursday night, clear skies, low 62, winds northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Or do I sing like a bird release everywhere you go?
Ten minutes past 6, the first day of school, always an exciting time. But for the community of Joplin, Missouri, this is a very difficult but special time as well. Mike Bettis joins us with more. Mike?
Al, just 87 short days after an EF5 tornado tore through Joplin, damaging or destroying more than half of the city's schools, classes begin again this morning. It's a major milestone as the town struggles to get back on its feet.
I got Sharpies.
It's a testament to Joplin's resiliency.
Because of my children, I want them to know that we're going to stay, we're going to rebuild.
Almost 3 months after an EF5 tornado devastated this community, school is set to begin this morning.
Very happy because I didn't never had to say goodbye.
Help has poured in from everywhere, including from more than 1,000 Boy Scouts from 7 states, who braved triple-digit temperatures to clean up around the high school that took a direct hit.
When I saw the school, I was like, is that the school? That can't be the school, but yeah.
Security cameras capture the moment the tornado struck Joplin High on May 22nd, ripping apart everything in its path. The school was so severely damaged that almost 900 11th and 12th graders will take their seats today in temporary classrooms built in a vacant department store at the local mall.
I miss the old school, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of memories in that building, but I'm glad to be a part of this new thing, and I'm looking forward to it a lot.
All part of a rebuilding and healing process that will take years for a community so severely scarred by one of the worst tornadoes in U.S. history. I'm meteorologist Mike Bettis.
Mike, thanks so much. You know, many of these kids in Joplin are now part of what we're calling a tornado generation. It's redefined their lives in so many ways, and now this first day at school, everyone will meet once again sharing their stories. Dr. C.J. Huff is the superintendent of Joplin Schools, joining us live now on the phone. Dr. Huff, this probably, when you're getting ready for school, a lot of kids are thinking, oh, let's stretch it out. But a lot of these kids probably are looking forward to the normalcy of school.
Oh, absolutely. We're just so excited to have them all back, and really looking forward to getting them in the doors today, and getting our arms around them. And we can rebuild buildings, but those relationships are what's so important. And getting those kids back in school is going to do everybody's hearts good, I think.
You know, we saw in Mike's story some kids looking at the new temporary school. What's the mood like among the kids and their teachers?
Oh wow! As I go around and talk to kids and ask them what they think, they're just amazed that we were able to give them the quality facility that they're going to enjoy for the next several years. And the staff, they've really rallied around the facility that we put together. And they were busy last night getting the rooms in order and ready to go. And even our veteran teachers that have been around for a long time said, this is just amazing. And they're excited. They're excited to get the kids back, ready to get back to the business that we know.
And Dr. Huff, in a situation like this, not only are schools destroyed, but folks' homes, their very sanctuary destroyed as well. How are folks coping with that double hit?
You know, we had kids and families that lost their homes, they lost their churches, they lost their car, pets, family, friends, schools. You know, it's just been the resilience of this community just never ceases to amaze me. Right after the storm, you see people that were helping other people that were injured themselves and taking leadership roles and taking their places in this community to get us back up on our feet. And it's been an amazing time, but we're back on our feet again. Just really excited about what the future holds for the community.
And Dr. Huff, I know you lost schools, 6 school buildings, 7 other buildings. When do you think you'll be back to full strength with permanent structures for the school system there in Joplin?
Well, as far as our academic programs, we're at full strength and maybe even a little more today. But we're looking at probably 3 years to have all of our buildings back up and operational again.
All right, Dr. C.J. Huff, thanks so much, and good luck with your first day of school. Now here's Steph with a look at what's coming up.
We are going to talk about what's happening on Twitter, TWC Social. That's all coming up after your local on the 8th.
They've been off limits to dieters since time began. Not anymore. Fiber One is bringing brownies back. At 90 calories, the only thing between you and chocolatey brownies is a nicely designed package. Now you can have brownies again. New Fiber One 90-calorie brownies in the granola bar aisle.
Introducing Super Premium Paint. Starting at $24. Great for walls and wallets. New Olympic One. Super Premium Paint without the premium price. Insist on Olympic. Exclusively at Lowe's.
Nationwide Insurance, talk to me.
Should I bundle all my policies with Nationwide Insurance?
Watch this. On one hand, you have your home insurance with one company, and on another hand, you have your auto with another. And on another hand, you have your life with another. But when you bundle them all together with Nationwide Insurance, they all work together perfectly, and you could save 25%. Wow. On the wrist. Nationwide is on your side.
If you're in a Ford F-150 and you see this, it's the end of the road. The last hurrah. It's when Ford's powertrain warranty ends. But in this Ram truck, you've still got 39,999 miles to go. Guts to glory, Ram.
Do you remember when they said,
"We have to pass the bill so that you can find out what is in it"?
Well, we found out, and it's bad. After cutting $500 billion from Medicare, the president's health care law created a new board of 15 unelected bureaucrats, unaccountable, like a Medicare IRS, with the power to cut payments to doctors and deny seniors care to pay for more wasteful Washington spending. Tell Washington, bureaucrats shouldn't have the power to deny seniors care.
The Weather Channel presents Hurricane Week. Feel the true force of nature as it turns wind into buzzsaws, transforms water into battering rams, and reduces entire towns to rubble. Hurricane Week, tonight at 8 Eastern, only on the...
You asked, and we listened. We promise to always be on time within your appointment window.
We know your time is valuable.
We'll always be on time, guaranteed. I take pride in being there on time, because it's what we guarantee to the customer.
If we show up late to your home, we credit your account $20.
That's a guarantee from us to you.
I'm proud to work for a company that takes care of its customers.
At Comcast, we're committed to delivering the best customer experience and products. Every day, for every customer. Guaranteed.
To do, look at bill from phone company.
Reminder, find out how much we pay for phone and internet.
Note to self, cut off slow DSL.
Highest priority, look at bill. See what we can save.
First thing, pay less, get more.
We switched.
We switched. We switched.
To Comcast Business Class.
Fast internet,
better phone,
cloud services from Microsoft. Great deal.
You can't save if you don't look. Call Comcast Business Class at 1-800-391-3000 today.
For free. Call today.
Don't miss the power of Hurricane Week. All this week at 8 Eastern, only on the Weather Channel. And now your local on the 8s.
Currently, the temperature is 73 degrees under partly cloudy skies.
Hello, sunshine, goodbye, rain. She's wearing my school ring on her chain.
Here's our local Doppler radar.
Her man, I'm gonna love her all I can. Gonna cruise her around the town, show everybody what I found. Rock and roll with all my friends, hoping the music never ends.
Today, scattered thunderstorms, high 79. Winds southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain 30%. For tonight, isolated thunderstorms during the evening, mainly clear skies after midnight. Low 65. Winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain 30%. On Thursday, generally sunny, high 83. Winds north-northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And Thursday night, clear skies, low 62. Winds northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Our 7-day outlook.
Goodbye, gray sky, hello, blue. There's nothing can hold me when I hold you. It feels so right.
It's 20 minutes past. Good morning, Detroit. Got a beautiful morning, and you got a great day with lots of sunshine and temperatures getting up into the 70s. Welcome back to Wake Up with Al. We want to check out what kind of weather you're talking about this morning. Our new partnership with Twitter. You can get Twitter-pated. Follow along. Let's send it over to Mike Bettis. He's Twitter-pated right now. Mike, what are people tweeting about? Tweet me, baby.
I have learned a new verb this morning from Al. Twitter-pated. How about that?
That's from, actually, it's from Bambi.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay,
yeah.
I understand now.
Thumper got Twitter-pated.
All right, well, let's see what the bunnies are talking about this morning. Let's take it our number 5 hashtag this morning. It's Wake Up with Al. In Boston, we're doing that this morning. So wake up, enjoy the sunshine. It's going to be a beautiful sunrise for you this morning. Let's take you to, oh, what a beautiful morning in Tallahassee, Florida. Yesterday morning, we set a record low temperature. This morning, it's a cool one for you, but sunshine this afternoon fills your day. How about heat wave? That's been the topic, it seems like, all summer long in places like Dallas, Texas. So how about what you're talking about today? Kate Turret writes this. Friend in Minneapolis reports it's finally stopped raining. It stopped raining here in Texas, too. About 4 years ago. Of course, drought has been another big story for you there. Another hashtag we're following for you, trending right now. Storms, you're talking about that in Chicago. We had some pretty violent storms that came through yesterday all across the upper Midwest. And the number 1 trending topic right now, it's hello sunshine. And that's what you're talking about right now in New York. And Delta Couture writes this. I think it's time to put away the galoshes. It's going to be an awesome one this afternoon in New York. Enjoy the day. Don't forget weather.com/social where you can go to find all the tweets relevant to your local area. Al, back to you.
Wow, Twitter-pated and galoshes. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Right?
All righty, thank you, Mike. Bye-bye. Time for us to do the morning rush. Steph, do you have galoshes?
I actually do have a pair of galoshes. I wear them during hurricane coverage. Let's talk about what's happening in Houston. The heat in Houston has been dealing with triple-digit heat this week, and you need your galoshes because of a water main break. They have had water restrictions because of this break. Heavy use of water has put too much pressure on the city's water pipes, added with the hot and dry conditions, which cause the soil to shrink away from the pipes, and voila, they can burst. This summer, the city has been repairing more than 700 water main breaks a day? No. So they're not total breaks. They're more like leaks that they've been fixing. I mean, that's the video I just showed you. I think if that's a huge water main break, but fixing a lot of leaks. Let's show you where we are having travel issues today. We're going to give you a closer look at that behind me, and there it is, into the center of the country. Also down into Florida, we could see some issues if you get a storm right over the airport, but overall things have been good. With the exception of Memphis, we had some delays with storms there earlier today, and also with low ceilings out in San Francisco, nothing out of the ordinary. Chicago and St. Louis, you could have some moderate delays through the day today. Let's have a look at our forecast for the Midwest. Again, Chicago's where it's at, but Minneapolis, you are fantastic. Also into St. Louis, as I was calling this earlier, kissable weather because it's just gorgeous. So you just want to, say mwah to it. So here it is through the day today. This light rain is going to be heading eastbound on 90, also on 80. So if you're heading east, you're going to be traveling with the showers. In the south, Memphis, you've been seeing the rain this morning And New Orleans, you're going to get it into the afternoon hours. Pretty typical. Light rain still into Memphis. That was causing 70-minute delays earlier. Planes are just kind of flying all around these storms to try to get in and land. As we take you down into Florida, again, hit-and-miss showers. As we head through the afternoon hours, we will get a little more activity with some of that daytime heating. Al, back to you.
Actually, a big corn
Big corn
dog
dog.
is much better than a mini corn dog any day. Anyway, all right, thanks, Steph. Coming up on 24 past the hour, as we continue on Wake Up Without floodwaters, sweep a New Jersey teen away into a tangle of trees. Coming up, conditions firefighters faced trying to bring him to safety. That coming up after your local on the 8th.
Wake Up Travel was brought to you by Off Clip-On. Mosquito protection you don't spray on. What's worse, mosquitoes or mosquito spray? Try the new design of Off Clip-On repellent. Lab tests show this sprayless repellent really repels. In minutes, its fan surrounds you from head to toe with effective odorless protection. So don't spray it on, clip it on. Off Clip-On keeps bugs off.
FC Johnson, a family company.
State officials urge complete evacuation. Severe flooding is expected.
It's okay. We're ready.
When the things that matter most are on the line, make sure we are too. The storm response team at 1-800-SERVE-PRO. Like it never even happened.
When fire or water damage strikes, call the cleanup specialists at 1-800-SERVE-PRO.
It knows you. It fits you. Phone book. It listens to you. And with the available advanced package, it can help look out for your blind spots. The Acura MDX could be the smartest car you've driven. Find exceptional offers on a great selection at your Acura dealer today.
What if your natural beauty could be flawless, too? Discover Aveeno Positively Radiant Tinted Moisturizer with scientifically proven soy complex and natural minerals. Give you sheer coverage instantly, then go on to even skin tone in 4 weeks. Aveeno Tinted Moisturizers.
I got this new city thank you card and started earning loads of points.
Okay, we'll leave that there for now. With this one.
You got a weather balloon with points.
Yes, I did.
Points I could use for just about anything.
There it is.
So I used mine to get a whole new perspective.
The new City Thank You Premier Card gives you more ways to earn points. What's your story? City can help you write it.
Hey, you want that? You want a warm, super delicious strawberry toaster strudel. Yeah, but no, I have nothing to eat. Sure you do. Hey! You can have the Pop-Tart. Pillsbury toaster strudel, the one kids want to eat.
A soft breeze, a gentle wave. It's the tranquility from wind and water that we all seek. But beyond the clouds, behind the waves, looms a power like no other. The Weather Channel presents Hurricane Week. Feel the true force of nature as it turns wind into buzzsaws, transforms water into battering rams, and reduces entire towns to rubble. Hurricane Week, tonight at 8 Eastern, only on the Weather Channel.
Stay tuned for your local on the 8th, brought to you by Allstate. Mayhem is everywhere. Protect yourself. Are you in good hands? Stay tuned for your Allstate Good Hands tip for driving in severe weather.
Emily's just starting out and on a budget, like a ramen noodle every night budget. She thought Allstate car insurance was out of her reach until she heard about the value plan. And saving money with Allstate doesn't stop there. Kim and James are what you might call overly protected, especially behind the wheel. Nothing wrong with that. In fact, Allstate gives them a bonus twice a year for being safe drivers. Dollar for dollar, nobody protects you like Allstate.
Heavy rain may cause flash flooding. Driving in this weather condition requires extra caution and slower speeds.
Don't miss the power of Hurricane Week. All this week at 8 Eastern, only on the Weather Channel. And now your local on the 8s.
Currently in our area, 73 degrees under partly cloudy skies.
Someone told me long ago, there's a calm before
our local Doppler radar.
It's been coming for some time. When it's over, slowly say, it'll rain a sunny day. I know, shining down like water. I want to know, have you ever seen rain? I want to know, have you ever seen rain? Coming down the state.
Today, scattered thunderstorms, high 79. Winds southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain 30%. For tonight, isolated thunderstorms during the evening, mainly clear skies after midnight. Low 65. Winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain 30%. On Thursday, generally sunny, high 83. Winds north-northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And Thursday night, clear skies, low 62. Winds northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Our week ahead.
Have you ever seen
Check out some incredible video from this week's flooding outbreak in the Northeast. A 17-year-old boy had to hold onto a tree for about an hour and a half to try to escape rushing floodwaters in southern New Jersey Monday. He got caught in the rushing water downstream from a broken dam. Rescuers were able to get him out. The boy eventually taken to the hospital. We're told, thankfully, he is okay. It's 30 minutes past the hour. Welcome back to Wake Up with Al. I'm Al Roker, live in New York. Stephanie Abrams, live in Atlanta. And, Steph, you see something like that, and you think, boy, you want to stay away from rushing waters whenever that's happening.
And it wasn't only in the Northeast, Al. It was also in Bismarck, North Dakota. Let's show you the absolute mess that people were dealing with there as thunderstorms and heavy rain caused streets to flood. Nearly 2.5 inches of rain fell in the capital city during the past 24 hours, overwhelming the city's draining system. Crews worked overnight to pump water off the roads, but flooding was reported in several areas near the Bismarck Expressway and South 12th Street. That whole system is now pushed eastbound and is deep into the Midwest. I'll show it to you coming up.
Okay, thanks, Steph. That big storm system that caused the flooding here in the Northeast, that is moving out into New England. It's being replaced by a nice big area of high pressure. That's ended the rain, giving us beautiful conditions here in the Northeast. Another day of that for today. 80 degrees in Bangor, sunshine in Boston, and 83, 86 New York City. The Cuse looking good, sunny 87. Washington, D.C. warm and 90 degrees. Moving into tomorrow as the front pushes in, that's going to bring the clouds, the showers. So by the afternoon, rain in New York City at 83, Boston 81. Afternoon thunderstorms in Washington, 90 degrees. And Pittsburgh, you'll see 85. Friday, more rain. Temperatures drop down, though, into the upper 70s. And then in the south, we've got that high pressure keeping that temperature go. Those temperatures way over 100 degrees. Houston today will see its 17th day of 100-plus readings. Steph?
And no relief from Mother Nature. We are going to see some showers here throughout the lower Mississippi River Valley and also down into Florida. But otherwise, it's pretty dry across the country. We have a front coming through that's just falling apart here through the Midwest. Yesterday, it brought rain to North Dakota, heavy rain at that. Otherwise, a few showers here from Texas to Oklahoma and also into Arkansas and Mississippi. Everything's kind of dripping southbound here. Jackson, you're seeing those heavier showers too. I-55 is where it's at. Also here along 75, you're going to run into a few showers as well. This will persist through the day today. Al?
Thanks a lot, Steph. 32 past the hour. Today, the National Weather Service lays the foundation for a weather-ready nation. The aim is to build teams across the country that will be able to better forecast and respond to extreme weather events, and we've certainly had them this year. Joining us right now, the National Weather Service Director, Dr. Jack Hayes, joining us from Washington, D.C. So, Dr. Hayes, talking about this program, you look just in the last couple of days, that extreme event in Indianapolis where that gust front came, knocked down that stage. Are these the kind of events we're talking about?
Absolutely, Al. I think if you look at 2011, I think we'd all have to agree this is a year of weather extremes. And I think what we're looking at in the National Weather Service is doing our part to improve with the science and technology, the training our forecasters have, what we can do better. But it's a broader problem for the nation. It's really, we call it an end-to-end problem. We can do the best we can to detect the storms, to forecast and warn of the storms, and use technology like NOAA Weather Radio to get the word out. But it takes a broader partnership. You're part of that partnership, the media, emergency managers, community leaders. And the whole point of this thing we're calling Weather Ready Nation is to prepare America for extreme weather that it can't prevent. And that means understand the threat, be prepared with a plan to take action, and then when the warning comes, it's to take the action decisively and quickly.
Now, you say the plan will help respond to the new reality of society's increasing vulnerability to extreme weather. And when you say vulnerability, and I know this is a real lightning rod kind of phrase, but are we talking climate change here, long-term climate change vulnerability?
Well, I think it's difficult to say from a weekend's events or even a season's event, attribute that to climate change. I think that's a research question. Where we're coming from is what can we do to better protect Americans, to reduce the impact or the economic impact of events that we can't prevent. That's what Weather Ready Nation is all about. You mentioned in your earlier remarks that we have teams across the country.
And you've got one team out there already, right?
Correct, in Dallas. What we did is, as part of the shutdown of the shuttle program, we had some employees that weren't going to have a job. We moved those employees to Dallas, and we formed what's called a regional operations center. And this is to ensure that our forecast offices have what they need, ensure that the communications are flowing. It's to advise state and regional authorities for very high-impact regional events. And it's to do this not only in Dallas, but to do this everywhere we can in the United States.
All right, thank you so much, sir. We appreciate it. We'll wait to see what happens with this as it goes on through the year, and hopefully they won't need to be implementing too much of those things. Hopefully our weather calms down. Thanks so much. And we've got more coming up. Let's find out what we've got from Steph.
We have our business barometer, of course, from CNBC, including a major retailer that wants a reality star to stop wearing their clothes. I wonder what that story is all about. And we're also talking about why it's so important that you get prepared for hurricane season right now, even though nothing is threatening us. The rundown of the reasons why is on the way. And of course, we have our hurricane expert. At 10 to the top of the hour, he's going to see what is going on in the tropics and a live look at New York City, which is just stunning this morning. Will it stay that way? Find out with your extended forecast coming up right now in your local on the 8th.
This program was brought to you by Michelin, a better way forward.
Max and his son made their way homeward down when mischievous rain dropped down, down, down. Safety was threatened by every roguish drip. They slipped and slid. They couldn't get a grip. Then along came the Michelin man, reminding them the right tire changes everything. So with Michelin tires, rainy days weren't so tricky. Stop up to 29 feet shorter than a leading competitor with the Michelin tire. Michelin, a better way forward.
Where'd you get that idea? How'd you learn to do that? What'd you use? Every project we finish comes with a story built in. It's how our rough ideas become, you did that yourself? So when we can save more on the projects that let us fix, make, and do more, well, that just makes the stories even better. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Add some style to your sink with this Moen Banbury faucet for the new lower price of $79.
No matter what Tropicana might look like on the outside, it's what's on the inside that really matters. Tropicana imports some of their juice from Brazil. As soon as you see Florida's natural, you'll know it's 100% Florida. The only major orange juice brand that's never imported.
Everything is ruined.
It's okay. We're ready. When the things that matter most are on the line, make sure we are too. The fire and water cleanup team at 1-800-SERVPRO. Like it never even happened.
The Weather Channel presents Hurricane Week. Feel the true force of nature as it turns wind into buzzsaws, transforms water into battering rams, and reduces entire towns to rubble. Hurricane Week, tonight at 8 Eastern, only on the Weather Channel. Don't miss the power of Hurricane Week. All this week at 8 Eastern, only on the Weather Channel. And now, your local on the 8s.
Currently, the temperature is 73 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Here's our local Doppler radar. Today, scattered thunderstorms, high 79. Winds southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain 30%. For tonight, isolated thunderstorms during the evening, mainly clear skies after midnight. Low 65. Winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain 30%. On Thursday, generally sunny, high 83. Winds north-northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And Thursday night, clear skies, low 62. Winds northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. The week ahead.
Almost 40 minutes past the hour. Time for us to check in on the latest business news. For that, we turn to CNBC's Jackie DeAngelis with our Business Barometer. Good morning, Jackie.
Good morning, Al. Yeah, we're looking at the futures modestly lower at the moment, indicating a mixed open, though, so we're going to have to see how it goes. But meantime, some other stories. Detroit's big three automakers are starting to fall behind their Asian rivals after putting themselves back into the race over the past year. Sales have picked up for GM and Ford, but a new survey from the University of Michigan finds consumers are less satisfied with those car makers and even less so with Chrysler. Now, analysts saying supply chain and production problems for Toyota and Honda provided Detroit with an opportunity to grab some of that market share, but a drop in customer satisfaction could make it hard to sustain those gains. Meantime, Miller Lite is Australian for hostile takeover. SAB Miller is making a hostile $10 billion offer for Foster's. A deal would combine the maker of Miller, Peroni, and Grolsch with the brewer of brands like Foster's, Victoria Bitter, and Cascade Beer. It would also be the largest deal in the industry since InBev paid $52 billion for Anheuser-Busch back in 2008. And Al, you're going to love this one. Abercrombie & Fitch doesn't like this situation. The retailer is offering to pay Jersey Shore cast member Mike the Situation Sorrentino to not wear his clothing. The spokesman says Abercrombie is concerned his association with the brand could hurt the company's image. Abercrombie has also extended the offer to other members of the show. Back to you.
Hey, I'll take a payment. You know, if I could fit into their clothes, I wouldn't wear them, and then they could pay me. That's fantastic. What a great concept. Jackie, that was a great story. Thanks so much. Hey, Steph, are there any designers that you shouldn't be wearing that maybe you could get some money off of?
I'll take anyone at this point. I'm like you. Put me in Abercrombie, too, and pay me not to wear it. That's fine with me. Their clothes are very, small and tight, but aren't they all about, the abs and all that look? I don't know. Let's have a look at what we are dealing with weather-wise here. But, man, to get paid to not wear something, what a concept. Here's our big system through the Midwest. You can see it spiraling around, a lot of dry air here into the Northeast, where you see the red shading on the map. This is our water vapor imagery. So where you see red means dry, and where you see green and white, that means we do have showers. And this is our storm system, of course, that we've been watching blast through the Midwest as we've been making our way throughout the last couple of days, and it will continue to head eastbound. Al?
Thanks a lot, Steph. Well, while the tropics are quiet now, things can change pretty quickly. It's important that you take the time to get organized and prepared. A man who should be wearing Abercrombie & Fitch, storm tracker Jim Cantori, explains how that could make all the difference in how you survive a storm and the aftermath.
A Category 1 hurricane can cause a tree to slam into your house or cause power outages that could last for days. A large Category 2 storm like Hurricane Ike can be disastrous. It devastated parts of the Texas coast in 2008. and hurricanes of Cat 3 strength or higher are known to inflict catastrophic wind and storm surge damage, changing lives and landscape forever.
Don't wait until the last minute when a hurricane is on your doorstep to get that hurricane supply kit. Things you're going to desperately need during and after the storm will be in very short supply.
An emergency supply kit is a must. Make sure you have enough water and food to last a minimum of 3 days per person. Also include medications, important documents in a waterproof container, pet care items, and a weather radio.
If you don't do anything else, and this will take you all of 5 minutes, simply look up whether or not you're in an evacuation zone.
And if you're told to evacuate, do it.
If ordered to evacuate for a hurricane, you probably don't have to drive as far as you think. Just go to the nearest well-built, low-level structure, and that can be a friend's home, a hotel, or a public shelter.
Details about your evacuation route should be included in your family disaster plan. Make hotel reservations before you leave, and have plenty of cash in your pocket and gas in your tank. For the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Jim Cantori.
All great advice, and coming up on Wake Up with Al, we'll find out if there's any part of the U.S. that needs to prepare faster than others as we track some activity in the Caribbean. Dr. Rick Knabb has the tropical update after your local weather on the 8s.
Enjoy the fragrance of Glade Vanilla Passion Fruit. And, wait for it. Wait for it. And now it's also Hawaiian Breeze. 2 Glade fragrances meet in the middle for one incredible combination. Get Glade 2-in-1 candles and release the magic. Also available in Glade scented oil candles.
SC Johnson, a family company.
When you play in the same sandbox as luxury SUVs, it helps to have the quality and craftsmanship of your leather interior test better than the Lexus RX 350. It's also helpful to set your select terrain dial to sand.
Can't find what you need in that overstuffed, outdated wallet? Stop damaging your credit cards or using money clips that aren't secure, and get rid of those bulky old wallets that barely even fit. Now there's Illuma Wallet, the lightweight aluminum wallet that's indestructible. You'll be amazed at how much it holds. Credit cards, debit cards, club cards, cash, and more. The easy touch latch allows for quick access, and its accordion design makes getting your cards out easy.
It holds everything I need and then some. It holds pictures and credit cards and my driver's license. It's great.
Illuma Wallet is the perfect wallet for men and for women, and its compact size fits into any pocket or purse.
It's one touch. It pops open, and there before you are all your credit cards, your driver's license, your cash.
It's so practical. It keeps all my cards organized. Everything's very easy to get to.
The aluminum alloy case protects against spills, drops. Even a heavy truck is no match for Illuma Wallet.
This is so durable. You know, suppose it got wet. It's not a problem. If you get a leather wallet wet, it's a big problem.
Best of all, it protects your card's magnetic strips from damage and keeps cards with RFID chips safe by blocking their signals from scanners, protecting you from identity theft.
I never knew how easy it was for someone to scan my credit cards when they were in my pocket. Illuma Wallet protects me.
Other metal wallets sell for as much as $59.95 each. Call or go online and get your Illuma Wallet for just $10.99. Order now and find out about free shipping. As part of the special offer, we'll double the value. Just pay separate processing. Whether it's from water damage, contents getting crushed, or RFID scanners, protect all your wallet's contents with Illuma Wallet. You get 2 silver Illuma Wallets for only $10.99. Illuma Wallet's also available in black, blue, and red. And remember, order now and find out about free shipping.
Call 1-800-862-9916. But call now. We're giving away a bonus Illuma Wallet with all of today's orders. Call 1-800-862-9916 and find out about free shipping. 1-800-862-9916. Call now.
The Weather Channel presents Hurricane Week. Feel the true force of nature as it turns wind into buzzsaws, transforms water into battering rams, and reduces entire towns to rubble. Hurricane Week, tonight at 8 Eastern, only
Advocate Christ Medical Center has Illinois' leading heart program, from early diagnosis to transplants, performing the most open heart surgeries in the state, taking on heart disease, one heart at a time. Advocate Christ Medical Center, inspiring medicine, changing lives. Find an advocate physician at 1-855-1-HEART.
Now from Luna, introducing real savings for real people. Whether you're flooring one room or your entire house, save big with free installation. Throw in our extended free financing on all carpet, hardwood, or laminate. Sprinkle on free upgraded padding. Top it off with free precision laser measuring and free removal of your old floors. And what do you get? Big, real savings. Call today. There's just more to love for less. 773-202. Luna.
2198.
Don't miss the power of Hurricane Week. All this week at 8 Eastern, only on the Weather Channel. And now your local on the 8s.
Currently in our area, 73 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Our local Doppler radar. Today, scattered thunderstorms, high 79. Winds southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain 30%. For tonight, isolated thunderstorms during the evening, mainly clear skies after midnight. Low 65. Winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain 30%. On Thursday, generally sunny, high 83. Winds north-northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And Thursday night, clear skies, low 62. Winds northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome back into Wake Up with Al. Let's take a look at what's happening right now on weather.com and a very special feature for you this morning. It does include a great news story for you right here at the top of the page. Just go to Be Ready for the Storm, Be Hurricane Prepared. If you go to that page, you're going to find some great stuff on there, preparing for a hurricane, and things you may not realize. And an excellent question and answer with our hurricane expert, Dr. Rick Knabb. And one of the questions that he's asked is, what would you tell a person who's new to the coast and experiencing their first tropical storm or hurricane? And so you get his responses on there. I think it's excellent. Several pages here on what you can take with you if you are trying to prepare for a hurricane, your emergency checklist, including at least a 3-day and preferably 7-day supply of water. You want to include a gallon a day for each person in your family or in your group. That's what you can find this morning on weather.com. Also, shocking drought statistics. A water supply dries up. Where was that? You'll find out this morning only on weather.com. That's the very latest here from the DMC. Al, back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Mike. Let's bring in Dr. Knabb, the author of that article on weather.com. And Dr. Knabb got a lot of circles on the map.
A lot of things we're watching on Tropics Watch. You go to weather.com/hurricane, and you can find our Tropics Watch graphic circles all the systems we're watching. One of them is this tropical wave over the Caribbean. Let's take a close look at that one on satellite. It's right here south of Haiti right now, and on the visible imagery, it's looking a little more interesting, a little bit of a donut shape, but it looks like to me that the bark might be worse than the bite, at least at the moment. The thunderstorm activity is still a little bit limited. We don't have really solid evidence that there's a well-defined surface circulation, but nonetheless, this does bear watching as it moves off to the west toward the western Caribbean, where it could develop into a tropical depression. But one thing we're fairly confident of is it's going to stay pretty far to the south. Significant U.S. impacts appear unlikely, but it could bring some heavy rains to northern Central America and southeastern Mexico later in the week. Now let's look farther east. This is the tropical wave that is near the Cape Verde Islands on the west coast of Africa. It has made some headway to the west, just limited thunderstorms on the south side, very shallow clouds and showers on the north side. It's still over relatively cool waters and some stable air. but it does have some potential down the road to develop. Let's take a look at where it's headed. By the late part of the weekend, it could be passing over the Windward and Leeward Islands. Now, between now and then, it's going to be passing over warmer waters, and some of the reliable models that we look at forecast some development. So that's at least a possibility, and if it doesn't happen by then, it could at least bring some gusty winds and showers to the islands, and then development potential we'll have to watch for next week down the road. Elsewhere, if you go across the other side of Mexico, here is a tropical storm. Its name is Greg. It's just offshore, not really bringing some bad conditions to the immediate coast, just some wave action, a little bit of shower activity, winds at 50 miles per hour. And the good news about this is it's going to move away from land. It could become a hurricane along the way, but not have significant impacts on Mexico. Farther to the south and west, we have Tropical Storm Fernanda. Hawaii is way up here. The good news is the waters are cool, the winds here are strong. Shouldn't be a big impact there except for some rain, Al.
All right, Dr. Nab, that'll be really timely advice. Thanks so much. Now let's check in with Steph.
All right, let's talk about what we are going to see forecast-wise in the Northeast. And I just showed you not long ago our water vapor imagery showing the moisture in the mid to upper levels of the atmosphere. And we showed you that red color over the Northeast, meaning it's very dry. Well, guess what? That dry air is extending all the way down to the surface. So if you think about the atmosphere like a hamburger, we live at the bottom bun, and that water vapor is like around the tomato layer. So it is nothing but one dry, crusty sandwich for you here in the Northeast, which is a bad thing, but a good thing, right? And we are going to see that the temperature is much warmer than they were yesterday into the 80s, 87 into New York City. And here's a look at our forecast as we head into our Thursday. We do have that system that is coming in from the west, so a few showers. Otherwise, hot and dry continuing here throughout Texas as we head throughout the day today. And tomorrow, Al, more of the same.
Does that make you the Hamburglar, Steph?
It's actually Mrs. Hamburglar to you, or Ms. Hamburglar.
All right. Thanks. And we'll see everybody tomorrow. Have a great day.
Wake up to a healthy breakfast. Did you know the oats and Cheerios can help lower your cholesterol?
Dad, why are you getting that? Is there a prize in there?
There's a prize, all right.
Inside every box of Cheerios are those great-tasting little O's made from carefully selected oats that can help lower cholesterol.
Is that a superhero?
Kinda.
Are you overweight? Has it gotten so out of control that you've considered liposuction or other surgery? Well, you're not alone. Many of us have simply given up the hope to lose weight.
Body fat builds over our midsection on top of the muscle underneath the skin. And over the years, it gets worse. Body fat increases from having kids, stress at work, lack of exercise, and poor diet. Now, liposuction is a surgical procedure that removes this body fat.
Liposuction surgery can be dangerous and expensive. Researchers have now discovered a capsule that helps remove this body fat and reduce your weight. It's called Lipozene, clinically proven to reduce your body fat and weight. In a major university double-blind study, not only did participants lose weight, but 78% of the weight lost was pure body fat. What's even more amazing is that people were not asked to change their daily lives. It's so easy. Just take Lipozene twice a day. That's it.
Call now to try Lipozene risk-free for 30 days for only $29.95. Call in the next 10 minutes and we'll double your order and include your shipping absolutely free. Call 1-800-660-3830.
Please remember, Lipozene is intended only for those people who seriously need to get rid of body fat and weight. Now you can get Lipozene over the phone direct from the manufacturer. If you're ready to get rid of pounds of body fat and weight, then call the number on your screen right now. Lipozene is worth the price because Lipozene is clinically proven to work.
Call now to try Lipozene risk-free for 30 days for only $29.95. Call in the next 10 minutes and we'll double your order and include your shipping absolutely free. Remember, Lipozene is clinically proven to reduce your body fat and weight, or we'll refund your entire purchase price. Call 1-800-660-3830. Call now.
A soft breeze, a gentle wave. It's the tranquility from wind and water that we all seek. But beyond the clouds, behind the waves, looms a power like no other. The Weather Channel presents Hurricane Week. Feel the true force of nature as it turns wind into buzzsaws, transforms water into battering rams, and reduces entire towns to rubble. Hurricane Week, tonight at 8 Eastern, only on the Weather Channel.
The Weather Channel is brought to you by this cable or satellite provider. You can also get reliable forecasts from the Weather Channel through this radio station or visit weather.com.
Don't miss the power of Hurricane Week. All this week at 8 Eastern, only on the Weather Channel. And now your local on the 8s.
Currently, the temperature is 76 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Here's our local Doppler radar. Today, scattered thunderstorms, high 79. Winds southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain 30%. For tonight, isolated thunderstorms during the evening, mainly clear skies after midnight. Low 65. Winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain 30%. On Thursday, generally sunny, high 83. Winds north-northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And Thursday night, clear skies, low 62. Winds northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Our 7-day outlook.
Know what's in the air. Visit weather.com/pollen.
And we will have more coming up. We are tracking tropical storms at this hour to detail that for you and show you where they're expected to develop. And we're at the halfway point. Get your forecast through the end of the week and start preparing for the weekend. Your 7-day forecast is coming up. But first, here's Jeff in Texas.
Yes, by the magic of television, the city of Houston is dealing with multiple water main breaks. There are more than 700 active leaks in a place that's broken its record streak for 100-degree heat. Mandatory water conservation measures are in place, and the city is investigating claims that higher-income neighborhoods are receiving preferential treatment. That's interesting when it comes to getting some of these leaks fixed. All right, so let's take a look at what's going on in the Northeast and the Midwest. And I got to tell you, on the radar screens, not much. We had a band of showers moving across parts of Michigan, but there's not much left of that. A few showers moving past Sault Ste. Marie across the Mackinac Straits and moving toward the Alpena area in Michigan. And we're expecting more in the way of some showers, maybe a few storms to develop as this continues to push eastbound. But right now, things are fairly quiet. Now, as we head through the day, again, we may see a few more storms develop as this front pushes east, but it's tomorrow when things may get more active, particularly here in the Northeast, and that front lays down across parts of the South. But New York, probably your best chance of rain is on into the day. Friday, Bangor, 74 with a chance of showers and storms. Some of the rain, once again, could be on the heavy side. Again, today, enjoy the outdoor weather because it's not going to stay this way. Lots of sunshine today, a nice bit of a break after those days and days of heavier showers and storms. That low pressure area has moved out of the picture, and at least briefly it's being replaced by this big high. But this high isn't going to stick around, folks. So get out and enjoy the nice weather. 88 today in New York, 83 in Boston, 86 in my hometown of Pittsburgh. But here comes the next front, pushing in already, as we mentioned, on Thursday, and heading right toward the East Coast on Friday. More showers and storms as the front starts to slow down as it heads toward the East Coast. Now, with more, let's hand it over to Heather.
All right, thanks so much, Jeff. And listen, you got to take a look at this. It's pretty amazing video out of Michigan. A storm here, it rolled into Brighton, where a viewer captured this amazing shot here, and pretty amazing. I've heard that the wind sounds pretty interesting, but I think this is kind of stuck on one frame. But what you're going to find is that we are looking at some very amazing conditions out there. Now, we're going to show you, too, what we could find today as far as the conditions in terms of any severe weather. As we look here, what you're going to find is that we do have a system across the south. And with that, you see the warm front out. Ahead of that, we've been watching some storms, and we're also finding a frontal system that is coming through the north. And both of those combined are going to bring some areas of wet weather. Circling in first here across the south, you notice this action. Memphis, you're getting in on it, as well as Jackson. So it's going to be a little slow going for some of you as you're doing some traveling. And as we continue to monitor what is happening, we will be following the system. And I think that we just accidentally switched sources here, if I'm correct. And if we can switch back to the other source, we are looking here again at some conditions that will be changing as we go through time, and we'll be monitoring that throughout much of the country. Jeff? Well, there we go. There we finally got that back. All right, Jeff, since I've got this back, let me go ahead and keep going. As we take a check here in and around Tampa, you can see just offshore some action coming in there, and Fort Myers. You're going to get a little bit of a soaking today. Watch areas like Miami as well if you're going to be doing some traveling. And as we look here north to the plains, this is what we're going to be watching as we go into the afternoon. Action there? Well, potentially we could be looking at some severe weather. Spotty areas of wind damage and hail. Not a real big chance of a tornado, but still there is a slight chance. Jeff?
All right, thanks, Heather. Let's take a look at our hour-by-hour forecast, and we're going to go region by region here. In the Northeast, as I was mentioning earlier, a beautiful day today. My advice would be get out and enjoy the weather today, because the next couple of days it's going to go downhill just a little bit. But 83 today in New York is pretty easy to take. 81 in Pittsburgh, also 81 in Boston. Now, as we head on through time, notice how the clouds start to thicken up tonight. And as we head into the day tomorrow, some showers start to develop here. 81 again in Pittsburgh, but this time with a chance of some scattered showers. It won't be an all-day rain, but there is the increased risk of showers and storms here. Meanwhile, as we head into the southeast, well, the dry weather continues for the Carolinas. Not a bad day in Atlanta today at all at 84. The humidity still not all that bad. Where you have humidity and showers and storms is in Florida. As we head through the overnight, those tend to dissipate a bit, but then refire here as we head on into the day tomorrow. Check out the heat in Dallas. We just can't seem to get much of a break there. Another triple-digit day. Meanwhile, in the upper Midwest, here's the front I was showing you. Not much action on it early, but as we start to get a little bit more of the heating of the day today, and as this front starts to track east, we'll see a few more storms develop along it. Behind it, cooler and drier air filtering into the picture. Heather?
Thanks so much, Jeff. And stop what you're doing here. Take a look here at some of the conditions we're going to be following as we go throughout the day. Do you ever wonder about animals and what they do when we are not looking? Well, coming up next on Day Planner, we're going to take you into the tropical rainforest for a fascinating and rare look at creatures in their native environment. And bad news for the waterlogged Northeast. Your break will be brief.
If your property suffers damage from wind, fire, or water, count on DKI. Over 100,000 property owners each year turn to DKI when things are at their worst. We restore more than just homes and businesses. We restore lives. Call.
Unwrap your paradise. Soft, sweet coconut covered in rich, creamy chocolate. Almond Joy and Mounds. Unwrap paradise.
As a manager, my team counts on me to stay focused, so I take One A Day Men's 50+ Advantage. It's the only complete multivitamin with ginkgo to support memory and concentration. Plus, it supports heart health. That's a hit. One A Day Men's.
Much that's taken vacuum, like see-through bins, were pioneered by Dyson. But behind that bin lay something even more radical: root cyclone technology. Here, dirt and dust are hurled from the airflow by forces in excess of 136,000 Gs. And it's for this reason that Dyson cyclones capture more dirt than any other.
This is Kim, about to feel one of his favorite sensations. At Shell, we're developing more efficient fuels in countries like Malaysia that can help us get the most from our energy resources. Let's use energy more efficiently. Let's go.
If you've ever wondered if your baby's been hitting the gym without your knowledge,
My God, how is it that she's stronger than I am? She's a baby!
we're on your side. We can relate.
We are trying to help you.
Christina Applegate and Will Arnett in the new series Up All Night, coming to Wednesdays on NBC. Don't miss the power of Hurricane Week. All this week at 8 Eastern, only on the Weather Channel. And now you're local on the 8s.
And we are taking a look here at the big picture. And the first thing we want to monitor is the jet stream to the north. And the reason we want to do that is where we get the active weather. It's going to ride right along that jet. And as we look south of the jet stream, that unfortunately is where we've had all that heat. We've just been stuck in this terrible pattern or lack thereof as we look across Texas. Now, as we look to other areas, you're actually going to find improvement today here in the Northeast. I wish I could say that it would last longer, but unfortunately, you will see some more wet weather starting to slide back in that direction. But we're not looking at it at the intensity of what we just saw. Of course, we got smacked so hard with some of that rainfall. Now, as we look to other areas today, Miami, for example, this is a place that we will be watching for the threat of some showers and some storms. We could see some of this popping up in the southeast and then also across Florida. That's one of those places where we also could be looking at some of the action. And so as we focus our forecast in, that's one of the spots that I want you to monitor. Of course, maybe some of you are doing a little vacationing here. There's a look at the sky right now, and you can see those temperatures. They are in the 80s. As we continue to follow Florida, again, Tampa, Fort Myers, that's where we're seeing some of the action showing up on the radar right now. But do watch throughout southern Florida for the potential of seeing some of that action. We'll continue to monitor this area closely as we go through the day. And as we look to the afternoon, that's when those thunderstorms potentially could be popping up across the region. Jeff?
Well, today we want to give you a very rare look inside how animals interact in their native habitat. With more than 400 cameras across 7 tropical rainforests, conservationists have compiled a treasure trove of photographic research, providing an up-close and intimate look at how these creatures live.
We set up an observing system for, tropical mammals in tropical forests, and the most efficient way of doing that is to put a lot of camera traps over a large area to get an insight into what is happening to these populations and these species over time. We wanted to put the camera traps in places in times of the year when there was not a lot of rain, So all of them were placed in the dry season. We had over 420 cameras total. These cameras have a thermal sensor, and so this sensor detects changes in temperature in the background. So whenever a hotter object goes in front of it, it will just fire a picture. One of the most interesting pictures for me are the pictures of apes that we got in Uganda. These are very capture very intimate moments of gorillas, a female gorilla with her offspring. Another picture that was interesting for us was photographs of the mountain tapir in Costa Rica, which is a species that is very difficult to see, very difficult to study, and it's highly endangered. The photographs of elephants are very interesting because you can only see part of the elephant, but you know it's an elephant. These images capture very intimate moments of animals during their lives, and it just make people reflect that we're not alone in the planet. We have all these incredible creatures we share the planet with. So they're worth conserving, and it's up to us to make the right choices.
And they are amazing, everything from the exotic animals just down to our dogs and our cats that we live with and love every day. As we look here for our air travel, where potentially could we see some issues? Well, check it out. Chicago and also St. Louis, you could have some moderate delays today. Probably Miami is a place to watch too, although minor. It's going to depend on how much action we actually see working into that area. And again, here's kind of an overview. You can get an idea of what's going to be happening right now in the nation. And we do find a few things in the south, and we'll watch the plains for later on. Jeff?
All right, Heather, coming up on Day Planner, the students of Joplin, Missouri are getting one piece of their normal lives finally back today. Students are in school for the first time since their city was torn apart by the EF5 tornado. We'll take you there right after the break.
Hi, we're looking to save some money on our car insurance.
Great! At Progressive, you can compare rates side by side so you get the same coverage, often for less.
Wow, that is huge.
And this is to remind you that you could save hundreds.
Yeah, that'll certainly stick with me.
We'll take it.
Go, big money! I mean, go, it's your break, honey.
Same coverage, more savings. Now that's Progressive. Call or click today.
Where'd you get that idea? How'd you learn to do that? What'd you use? Every project we finish comes with a story built in. It's how our rough ideas become, you did that yourself? So when we can save more on the projects that let us fix, make, and do more, well, that just makes the stories even better. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Add some style to your sink with this Moen Banbury faucet for the new lower price of $79.
New Glade Decor scents have a stylish design and gentle fragrance that don't just scent a room, they inspire it. Let Glade make an impression in any room in your home. And enjoy great fragrance all day long. Get new Glade Decor scents and release the magic.
SC Johnson, a family company.
Let me entertain you. Let me make you smile. Let me do a few tricks, some old and some new tricks. I'm very versatile. So let me entertain you, and we'll have a real good time.
The new HP TouchPad, starting at $399.99.
Hi, I'm Brent from Safelite. My customer really loves her new car. So when a rock hit her windshield, good thing she chose Safelite. We think a repair should last as long as your car. With most repair resins, the quality seems the same. But over time, inferior resins can break down and ruin your repair.
I had no idea.
Safelite's exclusive resin stays stronger and lasts longer. Plus, thanks to her insurance, it was no cost to her.
Really?
Call or schedule online.
Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace.
The Weather Channel presents Hurricane Week. Feel the true force of nature as it turns wind into buzzsaws, transforms water into battering rams, and reduces entire towns to rubble. Hurricane Week, tonight at 8 Eastern.
You love live music. You live for the moment where the artist hits the stage and the roar of the crowd lifts you from your seat. Go to LiveNation.com and you can feel the rush over and over again. with the music world's biggest stars and biggest selection of live music events. LiveNation.com, where you will find the live music you want to see. Take a friend, take your family. LiveNation.com will take you where you want to be. Live in concert.
Hi, it's Tom Wilkins of Wilkins Mazda in Elmhurst. We have a great lineup of brand new and exciting Mazdas.
Right now, during the Mazda Summer Drive event, you can get 0% financing for 60 months on Mazda 2, Mazda 3, Mazda 6, Mazda CX-7, RX-8, and CX-9. Plus, take advantage of no payments for 90 days. Test drive a new Mazda today at Wilkins Mazda in Elmhurst.
Wilkins Mazda in Elmhurst, performing as well as the cars we sell. I look forward to being of service to you soon.
313-2104. Don't miss the power of Hurricane Week. All this week at 8 Eastern, only on the weather.
Currently in our area, 76 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Our local Doppler radar. Today, scattered thunderstorms, high 79. Winds southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain 30%. For tonight, isolated thunderstorms during the evening, mainly clear skies after midnight. Low 65. Winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain 30%. On Thursday, generally sunny, high 83. Winds north-northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And Thursday night, clear skies, low 62. Winds northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Our week ahead.
Nearly 3 months after an EF5 tornado tore through Joplin, Missouri, damaging or destroying more than half of the city's schools, classes finally began again this morning. It is a major milestone as the town continues to rebuild. Mike Bettis takes us there for a closer look.
I got Sharpies.
It's a testament to Joplin's resiliency.
Because of my children, I want them to know that we're going to stay, we're going to rebuild.
Almost 3 months after an EF5 tornado devastated this community, school is set to begin this morning.
Very happy because I never had a chance to say goodbye.
Help has poured in from everywhere, including from more than 1,000 Boy Scouts from 7 states, who braved triple-digit temperatures to clean up around the high school that took a direct hit.
When I saw the school, I was like, is that the school? That can't be the school, but yeah.
Security cameras capture the moment the tornado struck Joplin High on May 22nd, ripping apart everything in its path. The school was so severely damaged that almost 900 11th and 12th graders will take their seats today in temporary classrooms built in a vacant department store at the local mall.
I miss the old school, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of memories in that building, but I'm glad to be a part of this new thing, and I'm looking forward to it a lot.
All part of a rebuilding and healing process that will take years for a community so severely scarred by one of the worst tornadoes in U.S. history.
All right, thanks, Mike. Many of these kids in Joplin are now part of what is known as the tornado generation, a group of children whose lives have been redefined by these storms in so many ways. Heather?
All right, thanks so much, Jeff. And it's time now for a closer look at the new segment that we have been launching here at the Weather Channel. It is called TWC Social, and we've partnered up with Twitter. And for the very first time, we can now pinpoint where and when people are talking about specific weather events, and of course you can as well. So for more on what people are talking about today, we're going to bring in meteorologist Ray Stajic. He is in our digital media center. Hello, Ray. What are folks chatting it up about?
Well, Heather, there's been some big changes compared to where we've been in the beginning of the week in the Northeast and New England. They're chatting about the beautiful weather that's come on in. If you want to get involved in the chat. If you go to our website, weather.com, right here on the home page, you can go over to TWC and you can go to social weather if you scroll along the top. And here's what the page looks like. And we're going to go into Boston here, into the Boston area, and you can pull up all the tweets that are currently occurring in and around the Boston area. And we did get one of these tweets from BOS guy, we assume that's a Boston guy, that says, picture perfect weather in P-Town today. Blue skies, warm sun, and calm waters. So plenty of beautiful weather now settling in after record rainfall earlier in the week in New York City, in and around JFK, and also Albany, New York, the capital of New York State, but not the first capital. So you can see your tweets here, and this one from Boston Guy, once again, as you can see here, is basically telling us that the weather is real nice now out across the northeast and New England. You can take a look at the forecast here, and you can see picture perfect in P-Town today, blue skies, warm sun, and calm waters. This sent once again from Boston Guy. And we can see high pressure now has settled into the northeast and New England, Heather. It's going to hold on for a couple of days, but I don't know how long. It does look like there's more wet weather in the forecast as we look ahead toward the tail end of the week.
All right, thank you so much, Ray. We appreciate it. And Ray's keeping busy here with both weather.com and also with radio. Well, let's take a check now on what's going to be coming up down the line. And here is Jeff with a check on the all-important weekend.
All right. And, well, they should enjoy that nice weather in the Northeast while they have it, because things are going to be changing. The front that is in the Midwest, I'll get it out now, will be making its way to the East Coast. So there is the chance of showers in places like Boston and New York. Temperatures will warm up slightly, but not terribly. 84 in New York, 74 pleasant degrees in Boston. Where it's not going to be so nice is down here on the South Central Plains. Dallas, another triple-digit day. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Trimming trees in your yard is hard. Using a big chainsaw to cut little wood, that's no good. And forget those shears, you'll be there for years. What you need is Mighty Saw, the fastest, easiest way to cut, trim, prune, and clear. Just wrap it around, pull it through, and Mighty Saw does the cutting for you.
And we are through. That's the power of the Mighty Saw. What do you think?
Pretty impressive.
This reminds me of a chainsaw with no gas.
Quickly cut fallen limbs to size for trash pickup. Trim shrubs and trees with ease. Or clear fence lines in no time. Made of durable hardened steel, Mighty Saw's bi-directional teeth glide through the cut with precision and speed. It gives you the muscle to power through any cutting you need to do.
Woohoo!
Wow. The secret is Mighty Saw's triple cut action. It wraps around to cut 3 sides at once. Now that's fast. Fit it under and around to easily remove stubborn roots. Wrap it around to cut PVC sprinkler pipe to size. Or reach hard to get to branches without a ladder. And when you're done, it folds to fit in your pocket. It's a must-have for campers, fishermen, hunters, and do-it-yourselfers. Mighty Saw is the one tool that cuts, trims, prunes, and clears, and fits in your pocket. Look, the tree trimmer wants to charge you hundreds to clear your yard. But you can do it faster, easier, and for a lot less with the Mighty Saw. As part of this special introductory offer, we'll send you the Mighty Saw for just $20. Call right now and we'll saw the price in half. You get the Mighty Saw for just $10. If Mighty Saw ever breaks, wears, or fails, we'll replace it free. No questions asked. But we're not done. We'll send you a second one as a bonus. Just pay separate processing and handling. You get 2 Mighty Saws of $40 value for just $10. Call or log on now.
To order Mighty Saw for just $10, call 1-800-305-1430. That's 1-800-305-1430. Call or go online at mightysaw.com.
A soft breeze, a gentle wave. It's the tranquility from wind and water that we all seek. But beyond the clouds, behind the waves, looms a power like no other. The Weather Channel presents Hurricane Week. Feel the true force of nature as it turns wind into buzzsaws, transforms water into battering rams, and reduces entire towns to rubble. Hurricane Week, tonight at 8 Eastern, only on the Weather Channel.
Stay tuned for your local on the 8s, brought to you by Allstate. Mayhem is everywhere. Protect yourself. Are you in good hands? Stay tuned for your Allstate Good Hands tip for driving in severe weather.
Emily's just starting out and on a budget, like a ramen noodle every night budget. She thought Allstate car insurance was out of her reach until she heard about the value plan. And saving money with Allstate doesn't stop there. Kim and James are what you might call overly protective, especially behind the wheel. Nothing wrong with that. In fact, Allstate gives them a bonus twice a year for being safe drivers. Dollar for dollar, nobody protects you like Allstate.
Heavy rain may cause flash flooding. Driving in this weather condition requires extra caution and slower speeds.
Don't miss the power of Hurricane Week. All this week at 8 Eastern, only on the weather.
Currently, the temperature is 76 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Here's our local Doppler radar. Today, scattered thunderstorms, high 79. Winds southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain 30%. For tonight, isolated thunderstorms during the evening, mainly clear skies after midnight. Low 65. Winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain 30%. On Thursday, generally sunny, high 83. Winds north-northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And Thursday night, clear skies, low 62. Winds northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. The week ahead.
And welcome back to Day Planner. Coming up this half hour, the Northeast finally drying out today, but is another round of heavy rain on the way. We'll have your latest live action radar coming up in just a moment. But first, see where we'll be feeling more like fall come this weekend. Your coast-to-coast 7-day forecast is just moments away, and it's Hurricane Week. Are you prepared? Storm Tracker Jim Cantore will take a closer look. Now, here's Heather.
All right, thanks so much, Jeff. And, you know, we want to take you here where several people are recovering this morning after a very scary situation at SeaWorld's Discovery Cove in Orlando. What happened is they were hit by an indirect lightning strike when a storm rolled overhead.
It hit the restaurant, that's what they thought. And all the electrics went down, all the tills are down.
Yeah.
Speakers went out, everything.
We were right there in the park. And we thought it had struck literally above our heads.
The crowd was warned about 15 minutes before the strike that lightning was in the area. 8 people were taken to the hospital. Most of them had complained of minor headaches and tingling sensation. All of the victims have since been released. So that turned out with an okay ending. But, you know, I'm always concerned because I don't think people take lightning seriously enough. And I so often will see folks outside when there's lightning around, and you really need to head inside. Well, as we take a look at the overview today, there's going to be some lightning strikes as well. We are watching a front moving in across the north. We've got another system here across the south, a warm front, and ultimately some energy, too, will be riding into the plains, and that will be bringing the potential for some severe weather. Now, a couple of spits and sprinkles here working around Texas. We'd love to see more coming into the state. Not a whole lot of action, but we're seeing some also just south of Oklahoma City. A little bit more significant here as we look across Mississippi, and also as we look in around Little Rock and southward Memphis. You've had some of the wet weather. Do note that as you're traveling on some of the roadways here, 55, for example, you're going to find some wet conditions, potentially some slowdowns for you. This is the area we'll watch for later on today. As you can see, things are pretty quiet right now. But as we watch, you're going to find that, first of all, this wet weather with this front is going to continue to slide eastward as we go from today into tomorrow. With that, you'll see that moving its way toward the coast as we go into Thursday. So we're not going to catch a break here in the east after all of that rain that we had around the past few days. We're going to see some more of that, and it looks like some places it's lingering right on into Friday, Jeff.
Well, thanks, Heather. Time now to run down some of the latest weather headlines we're tracking today on Day Planner. We begin near Boise, Idaho, where lightning is being blamed for starting at least 10 wildfires. The lightning storm hit on Sunday, and since then, the fires have burned nearly 10,000 acres. Crews are working by hand through rough, very wooded terrain and also from the air to put out the largest fires. So far, no homes or businesses have been destroyed. And here's some incredible video from this week's flooding outbreak in the Northeast. A 17-year-old boy had to hold onto a tree for about an hour and a half to escape rushing floodwaters in South Jersey. This was on Monday. He got caught in the rushing water downstream from a broken dam. Firefighters were able to rescue him. The boy was taken to the hospital, and we're told he's okay. And 4 days after the collapse that killed 5 people and injured dozens, State Fair officials still have not said whether the stage and rigging were inspected before the show. The country duo Sugarland, who was about to take the stage when it collapsed, announced plans for a private memorial for the 5 victims, but no date yet has been given. Rock groups Train and Maroon 5 will play a show at the State Fair tomorrow night, with a portion of the proceeds going to a fund set up for the victims and their families. That's a look at the weather headlines. Now let's get to the forecast for the next 7 days. Back to Heather.
All right, Jeff, as we move through the next 7 days, we are going to find, as I said, more of that rain heading toward the coast. You'll see the signs of that first as we move into Thursday. Also watching the middle of the country, we're going to find some energy riding out of the west, and with that, that'll move through the center. And then as far as the temperatures go, well, look at how things really continue to heat up. 107 in the Dallas area on Thursday. More of that, too, as you can see, spreads into Oklahoma with some of those triple digits. Westward, pretty quiet throughout the week. We do watch for areas of monsoonal moisture coming in, and then also watching that wet weather again as we look toward Friday. So the end of the week could start out much like the weekend that we had. And you can see here that heat does stick around as we continue to monitor Texas. Other areas are certainly much more comfortable than that. Now, even as we go into Saturday, still watching more of the action with some wet weather. Now, keep in mind, this is not going to be like last weekend when you just got dumped on with all of that rain. This is going to be a wet event, but not a soaker like that. We'll also be finding this system that continues to push here across the Great Lakes. And if you notice, you know, we see the systems working their way from the same spots to the same spots. And the reason is that our jet stream has kind of been in this one pattern and it's stuck there. And so we continue to find these systems moving across some of the same areas. That'll be the same case with this next one. It's going to continue to push here through the Ohio Valley, work its way into the Northeast, and ultimately you'll find that again working its way toward New York City and Philadelphia. Heat remains. We're going to knock it down just a tad here, and you can see some of the comfortable numbers we have to the north with Chicago and also Minneapolis at 79 on Sunday. Beautiful weekend as far as those temperatures are concerned. And again, as we look ahead to Monday, some of that wet weather will be sagging southward with our front. However, it's going to lose some of its punch as it works its way southward, so not as potent as when it is to the north. Jeff?
All right, your tropical update is coming up on Day Planner, and there are several waves that we're watching for potential development. And that's why you need to have a disaster plan. Hurricanes can block roads and cut power for days, even for cities well inland. We'll have what you need before the storm hits. That's all coming up straight ahead.
Having her was amazing.
We made a miracle.
And we got onesies.
Sometimes miracles get messy.
So we used Tide Free. No perfumes or dyes for her delicate skin. Brett.
Not it. Just kidding.
That's our Tide. What's yours?
At Long John Silver's, we're proud of our premium shrimp. Batter dip butterfly shrimp, crunchy popcorn shrimp, and garlic butter scampi. Get them all in our shrimp trio for just $5.99. Live it up. At Long John Silver's, we speak fish.
Do you remember when they said,
we have to pass the bill so that you can find out what is in it?
well, we found out, and it's bad. After cutting $500 billion from Medicare, the president's health care law created a new board of 15 unelected bureaucrats, unaccountable, like a Medicare IRS, with the power to cut payments to doctors and deny seniors care to pay for more wasteful Washington spending. Tell Washington bureaucrats shouldn't have the power to deny seniors care.
Water was meant to be perfect. Crisp, clear, untouched. That's why there's Brita, to make the water we drink taste a little more perfect. Reduce lead and other impurities with the advanced filtration system of Brita.
Max and his son made their way homeward bound when mischievous rain dropped down, down, down. Safety was threatened by every roguish drip. They slipped and slid. They couldn't get a grip. Then along came the Michelin Man, reminding them the right tire changes everything. So with Michelin tires, rainy days weren't so tricky. Stop up to 29 feet shorter than a leading competitor with the Michelin tire. Michelin, a better way forward.
The Weather Channel presents Hurricane Week. Feel the true force of nature as it turns wind into buzzsaws, transforms water into battering rams, and reduces entire towns to rubble. Hurricane Week, tonight at 8 Eastern, only on the Weather Channel. Don't miss the power of Hurricane Week. All this week at 8 Eastern, only on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 76 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Our local Doppler radar. Today, scattered thunderstorms, high 79. Winds southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain 30%. For tonight, isolated thunderstorms during the evening, mainly clear skies after midnight. Low 65. Winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain 30%. On Thursday, generally sunny, high 83. Winds north-northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And Thursday night, clear skies, low 62. Winds northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
All right, time to take a look at the big picture. Still have the jet stream coming in off the Pacific Ocean, going up a little bit in a bit of a ridge, and then diving down a little bit here into the east. That's what we call a trough in the atmosphere. That's what has dried it out, at least temporarily here in the northeast. Won't last all that long, but we'll talk more about that in a moment. We have a front coming along in that fast jet stream flow here from Michigan down into parts of Missouri. We're expecting a few storms to fire up along that today. Once again, Florida will be a focusing area for showers and thunderstorms. Notice how this front moves to the east coast, rapidly followed by another one behind it. And I think that'll be the pattern, at least for much of this week. Several fronts crisscrossing the northern parts of the country and kind of following each other, and each one will have a batch of showers and thunderstorms with it. So let's go ahead and focus on a specific area here. We want to talk about the Northeast and talk about right around the Boston vicinity, or excuse me, New York City, which is having a beautiful day today. And I hope everybody has had a chance to get outside and enjoy the nice weather. Here's the forecast as we see it in New York, because I don't think we're going to have very much in the way of a break from all the rain. Here's what it looks like as we head through the rest of the day. Not too bad, and I think part of Thursday will be okay, but yeah, look at all the rain. You can see the green that comes into the picture over the next couple of days. That's as a couple of those fronts continue to come across, and here's a look at your extended forecast. Rain quickly coming back into the picture. Heather?
All right, thanks so much.